Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So I'm getting ready to go watch a Bridgerton in a little while. I was supposed to watch it earlier, but I had a lot of errands to run. So I'm in my Bridgerton-esque outfit today because it restarts up today for the second half of the new season. So that's what we're dressed up for. Anyway, the video is titled How to Meet a Millionaire. Now, it's easier than it sounds. Okay. Especially if, depending on where you live, let me just say that. It's easier than it sounds depending on where you live. So if you live in a really small town, there's no one there, there's nobody there that has a lot of money, you're not going to run into any millionaires there, most likely. So you need to go to where there's more millionaires, such as a larger city or a rich small town. Okay. You can't be where they're not at. That's number one. You got to go where they are. So make sure you're on the nice side of town in a city where you know that there are millionaires. That's number one. Okay. Number two is you can't look like, okay, a lot of people are going to get mad about this, but it's just how it is. You can't look like a cartoon character. That means no extreme anything, unless that's what they're looking for. But most guys, especially if they're older and rich, they're not looking for a cartoon character looking chick unless that's what they're looking for. Okay, so you'll know if they're looking for a cartoon character based on where you're at. So for example, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel any sort of way, but y'all know y'all cartoon characters are out there. I'm not saying that y'all don't look good. I'm just saying it's just a different look. So there are women that look a certain way, and men frequent those areas to meet those women. But when you're just out and about normally and you're meeting people that aren't looking for those type of women, the best places to meet them, like I keep telling y'all over and over, is during the daytime on the weekdays. That's when you're going to meet them the most. So I know it's hard to work your schedule around that, but it needs to be a priority. You also can't look like you're trying too hard or you're looking for something. You know what I'm saying? You can't give off the feeling of desperation because people can sense that a mile away. Okay. How to take men off pedestals? Put yourself on it. All right. Take them off and put yourself on. All right. That's how. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So the best way to meet one is to frequent the places that they are mostly going to be at. And I can tell y'all from like past experience throughout my life, but I'm always meeting people that have a lot of money during the week, not on the weekends. Okay. I'm always meeting a lot of people just on the nicer side of town versus the broke or normal part of town. You know what I'm saying? So I think most recently, a lot of people have been asking me, where should they go? Where should they go? When I say run your errands on the nice side of town, that's exactly what I mean during the weekday. So you might have to take off work. You might have to call in sick. You might have to fake a doctor's appointment and get up early, go on the nice side of town and run your errands during the week in the morning and mid-afternoon. That's where you're going to meet them. Okay. Just out and about anywhere. Going to the grocery store, going to the pharmacy, going out to lunch, going for car services, whatever. You're going to run into them because that's where they all live. That's where they run their errands. And that's where they are going to be more social and mingle with people in their own neighborhoods or sides of town. So you're literally going to run into them. Your chances of running into a millionaire on the rich side of town in the weekdays running errands go up like a 2000%. Okay. They're not going to come to your side of town on the weekend. Okay. When you're off work, they're just not. It's very rare. So you have to get up and get out. Okay. Um, there you go. Another way is also to, like, you're not, especially if you're on the nice side of town, you can't be super desperate or super impressed if you're supposed to be doing the same thing as they are. So if you're on the nice side of town, you're not supposed to be all super impressed by, everything around you. And you're not supposed to stick out like a sore thumb either. So what I always suggest is going like a day before that you plan to go out and run your errands, and just look at the people, how they're dressed, how, you could stand out a little bit, but not stick out like a sore thumb, the type of places you might want to go, make a list, see what types of cars are in the parking lot, see what time of day most of the people are there, blah, 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 do your research. And then the next day, after you've prepared, go and do all these things, run all these errands, join a gym over there, join a club over there, whatever. Okay. Um, Go get your car serviced in that area, go to lunch in that area, go do your grocery shopping in that area, go get your nails done in that area, whatever. Okay. But you need to go and do that often, not just once a month. But the more you go, the higher your chances get of meeting somebody with money. Okay. The less you go, you still have a chance. But think about this. The more you go, the more your chances increase. So you got to get out there. Okay. And you don't want to turn them off by not understanding certain things, like, lots of people like to talk about themselves. That's number one. And this is something that a lot of people really need to understand. If you don't let a guy, especially a man, talk about themselves for a good 30 minutes, you can't really learn anything about them. You can't really understand how much money they actually have, because the context clues are going to be in the conversation or whatever they're talking about. So you need to be quiet and literally just listen for a good 30 minutes of them talking about themselves. Then you're going to get a better grasp of what they have, what they do for a living, blah, 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 blah. And also, like, the more they talk, the more that they will tell you. And sometimes like, some of these guys have a lot of money, but they're lonely, especially if they're older. They're a little bit lonely. So the more they talk, the more likely they're going to invite you somewhere. So let them talk. Let them talk. Because when they tell you about this, then they have to tell you about that, and then they'll tell you about something that's coming up that has to do with that, and then you'll literally just get an invite. And this is also a way into social circles if you're trying to climb socially, or you're trying to meet other people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you don't take over the conversation. You don't try to impress them, unless it's, been a good 30 minutes and they're done talking and, giving you all their information. Then you talk for maybe like 5 minutes and you let them talk again. Okay. And then you're still gathering information. And, by letting them talk so much, they're telling you so much about them that you have all these things to kind of like touch on for days and weeks to come, that you don't even really have to try to do small talk anymore. You don't really even have to try to impress them, because you have all this information that they just given you. And all you have to literally do is just remember it. And the fact that you remembered it is impressive enough to them that you were literally listening to what they were saying. Okay, he caught you messaging another guy. He's really mad at you. You simply just did what he did to me before. Talk to girl behind. Okay, well then, oh well. Now he knows how I feel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No one cares. Just like, okay, well, Don't go through my phone unless you're paying them bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Lock your phone, man. Okay. Don't be getting caught because you don't know how to put a lock on your phone. All right. Or change your passcode. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all aren't married anyway, so who cares? I was gonna do a video before this, and it was gonna be called "Some of y'all are married acting like you're single, and some of y'all are single acting like y'all married." And I think that might be my next video, because so many women in here are literally treating their live-in roommates. I'm not even gonna call them boyfriends if they're not paying bills. Some of y'all are treating y'all's roommates that y'all are sleeping with like husbands. Okay? Remember that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And another thing, don't spill all your secrets. You can give a little bit, you can give them a little this and a little that, but don't put it all together for them, and don't spill all your secrets. Leave yourself a mystery. Even if they're telling you everything, leave yourself somewhat of a mystery. Okay, because that's one of the things about women that men find intriguing, is that they're mysterious. So leave yourself a mystery. And, take it slow. Take it slow. There's no rush. There's no rush. Okay. How to deal with a contradicting person? Know that they're contradicting, and so whatever they're saying, just do both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're dealing with a contradicting person, just do both. Say, okay, well, you said this and you said that, so I did both. Okay. There y'all go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said gives Louis his birthday shout out. Uh-oh. Shout out, birthday shout out to Louis. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Okay. Thank y'all. You see, I'm looking like Cinderella. I'm trying to look like Bridgerton, because I'm watching Bridgerton this evening. We're having a little watch party after I get off live. So I'll be doing. I have like my cat. I have another funny story to tell y'all. I have like cat fur. So, story time. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all probably been waiting for this story time. So, story time. I go to get my car serviced in the luxury car dealership, of course. And I'm just sitting there minding my business, reading my book, just waiting for my car. And there's this older gentleman sitting all the way across the waiting room. The waiting room is big. It's about the size of my room. He's sitting all the way on the other side, and I'm sitting on the opposite side. He's talking to some guy that works there. And then as soon as that guy leaves, after about 15 minutes, he gets up and starts walking around. And then he's like makes himself, makes his way over to me on the other side of the waiting room. And, I was like, okay, well, because he was kind of tall and I was sitting down, and I was like, so he just started talking to me, like small talk or whatever. And he's like, oh, you're getting your car stuff done. And, are they almost done? And I was like, I don't think so. And he says, yeah, I'm getting mine done. And, this guy wants to buy it from me whenever I'm getting ready to sell it, because that's low mileage. And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, really? You must not have a nice car. What kind of car do you have? Because, I'm nosy. And then he was like, oh, this, and this type of car. I'm like, oh, that's nice. He's like, yeah, I have 3 cars. See, he be trying to tell what he has if you just let them talk. Oh, I have 3 cars, and he just blah, 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 blah. And then I said, oh, really? He's like, yeah. When you have money, none of that stuff matters. So I'm like, okay, let's just let him talk. And then he's like, yeah. So what do you do? So he asked me what I did. And so I was like, oh, but he told me what he did first. He says, oh, so what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm a writer. I write. Yeah, I know if I can tell the truth. Oh, really? So do I. I'm a published writer. I have all these books out. And I've been writing. I write this and I write publications all the time. And I, blah, 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 blah. And I own this company and I own this oil company. And I'm like, what? 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 All I heard is oil and several books and technology. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And then he said, yeah. So what kind of car do you have? And so I told him the type of car I had, which was not as nice as his, of course. And he says, oh, you can write your car off. You can write everything off, if you have a business, because that's what I do. So he was trying to tell me how to write stuff off and everything. I was like, oh, really? I need to learn how to do that. Can you help me? I was playing dumb. He's like, sure, sure. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm in science and technology and petroleum and oil and I'm giving a conference next week and A, B, C, and D, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, and I go sailing all the time, and you want to go sail? Like, just let them talk. Just let them talk. So basically, and there was a few other guys in there too that had money, you could tell, but he was the most, talkative one that approached and would not leave until the lady had to come get him, telling him his car was ready. Okay. She's like, she gave me this look like, because he was like trying to write his number down, girl. And she saw him trying to write his number down. She gave me this look and him this look like, he too old. And I'm like, and so anyway, yes. So anyway, he left because his car was ready. And so I finished reading, some of my book. But then, like, before I even left the dealership, I was like, there's more coming in, ladies. Like, there's so many guys coming in that had a lot of money. So y'all got to get to them nice dealerships. And this was on a Monday morning at 10:30. Monday morning, 10:30. This is what happened. This is what's happening to me. Okay. And car dealership in the service area, waiting on my car to be finished. Also, so, I knew I was going to a nice place. I knew there's going to be some rich man there, and I knew. So I prepared. I showed it. I put on my whole cosmetics, pheromones. Before I even got out the car, I said, I'm going to get this money, period. Okay, so I sat down with my service associate first, and he was on a phone call, and he was just talking and talking. And I know he didn't got a whiff of this. And all of a sudden, he's like, can I call you back? So, blah, 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 blah. Got in, got out. The quickest I ever got in and got out. Dude was nice, to the point. Didn't charge me no extra. Wouldn't try to do nothing. Met the guy in the waiting room. Was trying to tell me about all his oil money, all his money, gave me his website, told me to look him up. Um, I'm like, oh, your company worth how many millions? Yes. Okay. So my attire. This is what y'all wanted to know. Okay, so when I go somewhere and I want to just be comfortable because I know I'm going to be sitting in a waiting room and I don't want to look overdressed and I don't want to stand out like a sore thumb or like I'm trying too hard, I wear monochromatic outfit. So I wore all white pantsuit, like, well, it's like a button down shirt, a flowy button down shirt with the flowy button down with the flowy pants that were white. And I wore a headband with um like a straw type headband. I don't know what you call it. Like um straw weave headband. I don't know. Y'all probably seen it on here before. And I had my hair slicked back and a ponytail. And then I had on just my gold necklace and some little cute like gold earrings. No lashes, but this is the makeup look that I had on. Just, my normal wing, my eyebrow with just, a little blush. You know, this is just how I looked, but my hair was in a slick back ponytail instead of up. And I had like a cute, like tan pursed, and I had on my tan sandals to match. So I was looking very summery, classy, you know, extra bougie. That's what I had on. And then of course I had these nails, and he kept looking at them. So he might have liked the nails. I'm not sure. They're not too long, but I think he liked the red or the color of it. It's more of a corally color. But anyway, my feet are the matching same color. And my toes are also out. So he could have been a toe man. I don't know. Show some toe. So that's all I was very modern, classy, you know, um, all in one color with like the little brown tan as the accent color. Okay. Oh, Lauren, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what I was wearing. You a stripper? You sleep in the day, how to freestyle, and get up in the day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. On your off day, get up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. On your off day, get up, man. You gotta make it happen. The pheromone, oh, the links for it is in the description bar. The whole cosmetics, ma'am. I'll see if I can find the link here, ma'am. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give y'all the link and my coupon code because y'all gonna get some money off. Thank you, Chari. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, look, I'm not sure, but it don't hurt. It don't hurt. Like he was talking the whole time. Like, okay, this finesse spray is what makes them talk. So if you have someone you don't think that you think that they're shy or something, or they're not very talkative, get this finesse spray and they won't shut up. I promise you. 'Cause I know I don't look like the type of person that people just want to come and talk their ear off. I know I don't look like that type of person, but it worked. Yeah, the discount code is under there, Shira. You go, sprinkle, sprinkle, Shira. Just put in Shira. Oh, you got the sample collection? Okay. Now, I know this stuff works because my cat won't leave me alone. Okay? My cat will not leave me alone. That's how I know working on men. So I sprayed this stuff, and my cat has been following me around, screaming. When I close my door, screams outside of the door for hours until I let the cat in. Cat won't leave me. Cat will sleep in the bottom of the bed on my little love seat there or on my rug. It will not leave my room. And before I started wearing this stuff, the cat was always in the other room, sleeping, didn't care if I was home or not unless it was time to eat. She would come, on the couch and let me pet her and stuff. But this cat has been like very attached lately. Okay. And so has James. Very attached. Like I'm still getting gifts. Thank you, Inner Freedom. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You have a first date tomorrow needed to furnish your new home. Should I say game and get this money? Yeah. What should I say? Say you need some furniture. So you can invite him over. And never invite him over. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna say what I want. Because most of the time, if they got it, they're gonna do it for you if they really like you. There's no questions. Like they're gonna go, okay, I'll help you. So just ask straight up. I'm not afraid to ask for stuff. Um, so yeah, the cat has been following me around so much because of this. So I know it works. Now, every time I wear, I get gifts, approached, and more. Okay. I get it. I know it works. It works for me. I don't know. I get so much when I wear that stuff. When I get home, I forget to wash it off, and the cats start following me around, and then all of a sudden, like I'm getting gifts from James, and he's like always trying to see what are you doing, how are you, da 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 da. I bought you some gifts. I got some cute Victoria's Secret like pajamas yesterday, some little t-shirts and underwear and stuff that he like shopped online and like had sent to me or whatever. I'm like, she looks like yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. But yeah, it doesn't hurt. So if you don't need the pheromones, you don't need the pheromones. But the places to go in order to bump into men that have money are the same as I've said before. That's just gonna give you a little extra boost, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. um, and lately, also, okay, y'all, I've been making my own oils and candles for the last week. And my own little perfume. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. So you buy one of these on like Amazon or Temu or whatever. I have links for it for my Amazon like storefront if y'all want a link to this. They come in different colors. I get this. You can like put your own perfume in it. So what I do, I mix it. A little bit of this finesse. Then I make my own oil, and then I mix it with a little bit of like alcohol and put my own like essential oils in it with a little bit of that finesse. So it smells like perfume. So you're putting your finesse in there. You just, and this one smells like warm vanilla, sugar, and honey. Very good for summer. And I made it and it smells good. And I put a little bit in it. You don't have to mix it up if you don't want. You could just spray this and then spray that without mixing the pheromones in it. I just been spraying this stuff. My cat's going to be all over me. But when I ask for what I want, wearing this, most of the time I get it. So. So yes, this guy was like, oh, look me up on my website. And this dude is old, like older than James. Okay. I'm not even playing. But he's in good health and he's paid. Okay. So he's like, look me up. And so he's like very smart, super smart, like Ivy League, all that kind of stuff. All right. How do you make your own oils? Well, you need essential oils for the scent, like scented oils. You can buy those on Amazon, whatever type of scents that you want for like lotion making, candle making, perfume making, or whatever. And you need a carrier oil. I use coconut and jojoba oil as my carrier oil. And then you mix it all together. That's literally it. Whatever scents you want. Like I have You can order some on Etsy too. Like a lot of people make their own on Etsy. So this one is honey lemon cupcake that I made. I have the honey scent, the lemon, and the cupcake scent. And that's a perfume oil that I have. It smells really good. And I also made one for my body to like rub on the honey lemon cake. This is in a bigger vial. And so instead of lotion and like stuff like that, I put that on. So everything is perfumed oil. And also gives your skin a really nice glow in the summer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what's the rich man's website? None of your business. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Monique. Thank you. I appreciate it. But, you know, I'm keeping that private. Okay. Let's just say he's a multimillionaire. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But I don't blame you for asking, or I don't blame you for asking. And he could be worth more than that, but that's just what his company's worth. So I don't know. You said you were waiting for that information too. I said he's in the oil business. Y'all know I live in Texas. So there's a lot of oil people here. All right. I can't blame you for asking, though, girl. Texas is a lot of oil people. Louisiana, there's a lot of oil people. So if you live in the South near the Gulf Coast, your chances of meeting oil millionaires increase. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I didn't finish getting to telling my story. So he's way older. Like, there's no way he's going to be able to ever do anything, right? Because he's way older. Like, them years are over for him. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times when people get to a certain age and all their family is either gone or grown and have their own families, they get a little bit lonely. So they like to talk to people. So if you find an older one that likes to talk, you're in. That's why whenever some of y'all ladies ask me, well, that's just too old. The old ones are the ones that want to talk and do nothing else. Want to talk and spend and take you places or give you things because they can't do anything else. All right. So when I tell y'all, go find y'all an older man with money that can't even do nothing. This is what I'm talking about. Because all they want is your company. Literally. That's it. They just want someone to talk to and to listen to them and to impress. That's literally all they want. And once they feel like, you know, they have a companion or someone to talk to or whatever, that's when they become very generous. And a lot of y'all ladies know that. My gold diggers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. You said you meet so many millionaires. How do you keep them? The key is to know what they do for a living and keep asking about that, or keep asking about things that they can impress you with, because they like to impress, they like to teach, they like to look like they're all that. Okay. Look. You said old men are youth diggers. Well, you know, it makes them feel young again, I guess. Okay. You said Houston has a lot of down low gay men. I think every city has a lot of down low gay men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Oh, one sexy Virgo, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, girl, I had to put them in timeout. It was getting on my nerve. You can meet them everywhere, but see, like the best time to meet them is, like I said, early in the morning or mid-afternoon. We're running errands. If they're on the golf course, they may talk to you, they may be social to you, but if they're like one of those people that are focused on their game, I don't know. If you look good enough to get that attention, perhaps. Yes. Okay. But yes, either way, go play sports, join a club, go join a gym, go join what a golf club, whatever. Go run your errands on that side of town. Go to lunch over there. Go get your car serviced over there. Go take walks in the parks over there, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? So once you're in, once you're familiar with your surroundings, where you're going to meet these millionaires or whatever, get comfortable. Like a lot of women always ask me, well, what if you feel this type of way around someone who's so wealthy? You don't feel that type of way because you're continuously living in that environment each day by running errands there, going to lunch there, going to the gym over there, going to whatever over there, right? Now you feel like you're part of the community. So you don't feel like super intimidated. Okay. Thank you, Dewada. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you have to like make it a lifestyle change to where you hang out and where you do your errands and things like that. What you're wearing, the type of makeup and hair that you're wearing. Also, can't like stick out like a sore thumb. So you got to tone it down a little bit if you are used to like doing too much. Oh, Brittany, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. And then, I say classic style is the best style because it's classic and it never goes out of style and it's always appropriate. Okay. And then if you have a pet, you're gonna, meet them so much easier. If you have a pet and you take your pet to like a vet or a park on the rich side of town, oh my gosh, your chances of meeting someone with a lot of money increase a lot because people that are very wealthy, they take very good care of their pets, cats, dogs, whatever. They take them to the groomers and don't go to PetSmart. Find a groomer, like in a shopping center, like a pet grooming place, or go to the vet and get your, you know, animals, shots and records and all that stuff up to date. Or go to the park where there's like a dog walking park or a park where you can walk your pets and walk them in that neighborhood. Make sure they have their collars on and all that kind of stuff, and on a leash. And those are very good conversation starters, especially if you have a dog and they start sniffing the other dog. There's your in. You know what I'm saying? So some people are going to adopt a dog right now that just to do this. If you don't have a dog, borrow your friend's dog. Okay, I don't know. He said, "Let me go buy a dog." I suggest a small dog. Okay, especially if you don't like cleaning up giant poop. Okay. Um, or yeah, borrow a dog for sure. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. When you're running errands, you want to look like you're running errands, but in a classy way. So, for example, and it depends on where you're going to. You don't want, and it also depends on where you could be going after. If you want to dress a little bit nicer, let's say you're going to like, the car service place. You can dress like you're going somewhere after you get your car back, but don't dress up so much. So you can be on a little bit dressy, but I think classy casual is best wherever you're running errands. Okay. So flats are fine, sandals in the summertime. As long as your toes are done, if you're going to show your feet, you know what I'm saying? Um, Gotta look cute because you want to give some, you want to give them something to cross the room for and to talk, to want to talk to you. You don't want to be looking like who did it and why. Okay. Thank you. No leggings. Yeah, I don't suggest leggings, especially if you're trying to get an older man. The brand of the pheromone, Heaux, ma'am. Here's the link for it in my coupon code, Shira. Okay. Yeah. Is it working? Um, I know a lot of girls or ladies run around in gym outfits because they're running errands and they're probably not looking for men. They're probably just literally running errands for their family and stuff like that. But if you can help it, try not to wear leggings or gym wear. Okay. Unless you're at the gym. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hmm. Now, in the winter and fall time, I like to wear leggings when I'm in the house with a cozy sweatshirt and socks. I might wear them if I'm not getting out of my car just to go pick up my kids from school. And that's about it. You're not going to catch me wearing them unless, you know, I'm not getting out the car. The reason for that is I have too many clothes in my closet that I spent money on to just throw on some leggings. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Classy clothes. Okay, so if you don't know what to wear, if you're just totally clueless and you don't have no fashion sense, go get a matching set of something that matches and then accessorize it because it doesn't take a fashion guru to look classy. Just go get a matching set. It could be a skirt and a top. It could be like flowy pants and a flowy top. Throw some cute necklaces on it. Do some earrings. If you can belt it and it looks cute, put a belt on. Get you some cute shoes and a cute bag. You know, and make sure your hair is cute. You don't have to do much. Your boyfriend can't get a job because he's failing and you're a medical student in medical school and he expect me to pay them. Girl, why are you even with him? Sprinkle, sprinkle, dump. I would have been dumped him, man. Sorry. You know, that's going to affect your job later in life if you ever try to work somewhere. They're going to check out everybody in your life if you ever marry that dude. It's going to hold you back. Goodbye. There's places y'all can't even live because of his record. Girl, I would be gone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'd be like, you know what? This isn't working. It's time to get out before it gets too complicated. Just get out, man. You're going places and he's not. Okay? Leave him at the bus stop and you keep moving. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's time to move on. Okay. Leave him, ma'am. There's nothing that's gonna help you with there's nothing he's gonna do to help you. All he's doing is holding you back, ma'am. And you know it. Just leave him alone. You'll be able to find someone better. I promise you. Okay. Somebody says she must be a nurse in the making. You know, Dusty's loved them some nurses. Nope. Goodbye. Your husband hates makeup. What to do? Tell him not to wear it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Leah B. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to use provider money to build personal credit. Pay all your bills on time and pay your debt off. And maybe get a car, put him on as the co-signer, put the car in your name and make the bills every month. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, tell him not to wear makeup if you don't like makeup, okay? But he ain't got to wear it. I don't care what he hates and what he don't like. He ain't got to wear it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That's exactly what I would tell him. You're a young and attractive woman under the age of 21. How should I be dating? Um, Okay, first of all, you should never pay on any dates. That's number one. Number two, you should be dating for fun until you start dating for funds. And what I mean by that is when you're tired of the okey doke and the runaround, start dating more for what they can do for you versus how they look. Okay. So when you've gotten it all out of your system, dating the cute guys, go date the guys that are trying to give you more. Okay. Ignore the looks. Don't go for looks. Go for don't even go for potential because they might not ever reach you. Don't go for looks. Don't go for potential. Go for what they can do for you. Once you get about 23, you're done with all that playing around. Go for the money. Oh, Bella, sprinkle, sprinkle. The guy you're talking to rarely compliments me and it bothers me. I don't need it 24/7, but I would be nice sometimes. Girl, start complimenting yourself. Look, do you know how many times I compliment myself a day? Let me tell y'all a secret. I compliment myself so much that I don't need compliments from a man. But when I get them from men, they don't even matter. They're not even a big deal to me because I know already that I look good and I tell myself that every day. So I don't go out seeking validation outside of myself. I go out seeking some money. If I'm expecting anything from a man, it ain't no compliment, it's some money. Okay. So instead of wasting your time expecting compliments and stuff like that, expect money because you can compliment yourself. And if the man is with you, he obviously don't think you ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's seen out in public with you, he obviously think you look good enough to be out in public. So get your money, ma'am. You said I'm conceited and proud, as you should be. Okay. Old men like to compliment you left and right, so you need to get an old one. Okay. And hello, Star Sprinkle Sprinkle. You just got a job as a bartender in a neighborhood in nice area with lots of wealthy men. Go. I'm 19. Any advice, Shira? Okay, so you're a 19-year-old bartender and you live in a nice area. I mean, you're working in a nice area. Okay, so if you don't plan to work there long enough to get a few numbers that are rich men and then quit and work somewhere else. Okay. Because then you can properly date them without having to work all the time or be at a bar. So, best thing I can tell you, work there for a little while until you got enough numbers to pay your bills. Then you go work somewhere else or you quit and tell them that you got fired or something and see if they can take care of you or give you some money. All right. But you don't want to be stuck working there and then, they just see you as a regular bartender. You want to get in and get out fast so you're not seen as the help. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or work somewhere else where they don't know. After you get in. Then tell them you got fired and see if they can help you out. Even though you probably won't get fired. But just sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Maria, you was with a Dusty for what? 10 whole years. You did it all. We broke up. Now I'm talking to a guy who's financially stable. Not sure how to get him to get me things. Ask him and tell him. That's what it takes to be with you. That's how you get him to do it, by telling him. Oh, you know what? You should surprise me with something special. Oh, you know what? You should surprise me with a gift. Oh, you know what? Give me something while you're out. I wear a size whatever, whatever. You just start casually mentioning it like it's not a big deal, like you're used to it. That's what I do. Like if I see someone shopping online, I'm like, oh, buy me something too. And they'll throw something in a cart for me. Or if I see someone going out and I'm like, oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm just going to the mall or whatever. Okay, bring me something back. Surprise me. I'm always telling people to bring me stuff. And normally, once they know that you're going to tell them that or ask them, they just get you something anyway without you even having to ask. You just have to keep talking. You just have to ease it into your conversation like it's absolutely normal, which it should be. Oh, bro, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So just start incorporating it into everything that you know, are talking about. You said send them your shopping cart. That's what I do. Okay. I'm so glam, Creole. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Send them your shopping cart. Send them an item that you want them to pay for. Tell them you're online shopping, but your cart is full, but you never pay for it, and see what they say. I've gotten several things just by saying my cart is full, but I haven't paid for it yet, or oh my gosh, my nails need to get done. Even if it's just mentioning it, not trying to get no money. Sometimes they just give it to you, you know? So it's not rude. It's what do you mean it's not rude to ask our partner? If you my partner, you're supposed to be doing that stuff. Okay? It's only rude if you don't have those standards. Those are my standards. You got to be buying stuff, you got to be gifting, you got to be spending, you got to be paying bills. Otherwise, we aren't together. So it's not rude if that's what your standards are. Yes. And you know what? Y'all will be surprised at how much a man will actually do when he likes you. Y'all are so afraid that y'all are going to like turn men off by being feminine and asking them to be providers and asking them to do things, nice things for you. Those type of men that get turned off by a woman asking them to do nice things for them are feminine. So you don't want them anyway. Okay. You said, and never take it personal if they say no. Exactly. Never take it personal. Just go get it from another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And let me tell y'all a secret. If you're the type of woman to take things personal when your man says no or when you don't get your way from your man, that's why you need to. Because, okay, you won't give it to me. Let me go ask the other one. And you already know one of them going to say yes, ma'am. So why even waste your time getting mad at that one when you can go get it from that one? Uh-oh, D twist, sprinkle, sprinkle. D watcher, D watcher, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hope I said it right. Your boyfriend pays everything, even your salary, no marriage, no security, but he's great for my career. Have an exit plan, but how do I get more out of it? Just date other people at the same time, ma'am, until you find someone that wants to replace everything he's doing for you. Okay? Spend less time with him if there's no commitment, because you don't have to be with him if there's no commitment. If there's no future marriage, then you don't have to be with him 24/7. You can say, oh, I'm going to visit my mom or my family member. I'll see you later. And no, you can't come because you're not future husband. So I don't want you beating the family. And then go date other people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like I said, like I was going to make a video called some of y'all are treating y'all's boyfriends like y'all's husbands. And some of y'all out here acting like, okay, some of y'all are out here acting married when y'all ain't even married. Some of y'all out here acting single when y'all are married. Either way, whatever works for you, that's what you continue to do. Get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Everything is in the description bar, y'all. Just click on the thing where it says more. When it starts to give you the description under the video, click where it says more, and all the links are going to come up. Even have a coupon code in there for y'all. The Ho Cosmetics is what it's called, spelled HEAUX. And like that. The link is in the description bar. Just go click the link. It'll take you right to it and give you a coupon code. And I think I'll put it again here. Yeah. There you go. And then the coupon code is Shera. All caps. All right. Okay, sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, and when you're okay, so I suggest you familiarize yourself with certain things before you start really trying to, frequent, a certain side of town and mingle with a certain social crowd so you don't feel any sort of way. You need to start hanging out over there until you're very comfortable and confident enough to freestyle or to, get approached and carry on a conversation and see where it goes from there. Now, older guys, especially rich older guys, they're fast to make plans, not slow. They don't want to talk to you all day on the phone. They don't want to hang out on the phone. They don't want to exchange pics like 30 times, especially when they're older. They just want to go out. They're going to ask you out on a date super fast, or they're going to, invite you out somewhere super fast. So when you meet people out in the real world versus online, especially in these nicer neighborhoods, all they have is time. All they have is time. So they don't have to be like, you know what? Um, let's just see how this goes. They don't care about wasting money on dinner. They don't care about wasting money on lunch or wasting money on something with you, even if they don't get anything in return, because they have it like that. So they have all the time in the world. They have all the money that they can have, and they don't mind taking you to dinner. They don't mind taking you to fine dining because that's where they probably eat anyway. When they're out with other people. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to be mad that if you don't call them back or if the date doesn't work out or if they're not going to get anything in return because they have a lot of money and it's nothing to them. Okay? Okay. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Just go and have fun. You got stood up. It's been a month, but I think I hurt his ego. Girl, why are you thinking about somebody who you got stood up for a month ago? You shouldn't even be remembering this, people. Listen, if you're thinking about somebody that stood you up a month ago, you're not getting out enough. Okay? That person should be a long forgotten thing of the past. Mm-hmm. Oh, siren, sprinkle, sprinkle. Tips on lowering defensiveness when dealing with older millionaires. Lowering your defensiveness or theirs. I never feel like people are having defenses up because like I'm always kind of like really don't care. Like I'm very blunt. So I think it's kind of refreshing sometimes when people meet someone and they just say what they want to say. So I don't know what defenses, whose, yours or theirs. I don't have any defenses. I'm just gonna laugh at you and talk to you like you're an absolutely normal person. I like if you approach me and you're nice and you don't look suspicious, then I'm gonna talk to you. There's just a normal person that's trying to impress you enough to spend some money on you. That's how I'm looking at it. Oh, you trying to impress me because you want to spend? Okay, let me see what you got to say. My defenses aren't going to be up if a man with money is approaching me. They're going to be like, okay, you want to spend? Let's see what you about. Impress me. So why would my defenses be up? I don't have any defenses unless you dusty. You got to change your perspective. When people approach you, especially men that are rich, they try to spend. So let them say what they got to say and see what they're about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Should you exchange social medias? No. Unless you have a fake one. Girl, always have a fake social media if you're going to exchange them. Unless you really don't care what they think. You say your defenses are up because you've been dealing with dusties. Don't let it spoil with providers. Don't let it spoil it for you with providers. Exactly. If your defense is up because you're used to dealing with dust, if that man ain't dusty and you know he's paid, why are they still up? You know? Mm-mm. You said, oh, my real gray hairs. Yes, I'm letting my gray show. Yeah, y'all. Showing my age. Showing my age. Okay. But honestly, y'all have to be sure, like when y'all are going to meet some people, um, even if you're going out as a group, like let's say you don't like going out by yourself because you're scared and whatever, whatever. You can't run errands in a group. You can't run errands in a group. I mean, you can, but it's less likely you're going to get approached. So running errands, okay, this is the funny thing because y'all always ask me, well, I feel weird when I go out alone, but you don't feel weird when you run errands alone. So this is a really good way to freestyle by yourself while running errands in the nice side of town, doing all your stuff and meeting people. Okay. And in between your errands, you can go to lunch, sit somewhere at a restaurant bar and eat lunch. And a lot of people are also going to be doing the same thing. And that's also another way you can get approached and be social at the same time. Okay. So stop going out at night. Stop going out on the weekends. Stop going out like all the other people that are getting off from work because that's not where you're going to meet the man with the most money. Okay. They're going to be out during the day, during the week, in the morning or in the early afternoon. That's when they're going to run their errands. That's when they're going to go do their stuff. So they're going to be out the gym. That's when they're going to be golfing. That's when they're going to be getting their car service. That's going to be when they're walking their dog. That's going to be when they're doing the most in their little community or the nice side of town doing all their errands while everyone else is at work and it's not crowded. Okay. So make sure you're there too, even if you have to take off work, even if you got to call in sick, even if you have to fake a doctor's appointment. That's when you're going to meet them. Okay. And stop meeting dudes online. It's better to meet them in real life because they ask you out right away. They follow up right away. They spend right away. Okay. Thank y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, stop going out in the group all the time, guys. Anyway, so I hope this was helpful. I'm not going to stay on here all night. Just, keep it simple. Keep your look classy and simple. Don't go overboard with them crazy lashes. Ooh, that's the one thing I can tell you. And, prepare. Go hang out on that side of town before you really try to, feel like you're going to be able to pull something. Just go get used to wherever you're planning on hanging out and meeting these guys, running your errands or whatever. Just get used to it. If a lot of people aren't used to it, but if you are in a nice area, if you already live in a nice area, then you should be pretty much used to it. But if you're not, because I get a lot of women asking me, well, what if I don't feel that way? Go and get acquainted and used to hanging out on that side of town, dressing as they do on that side of town, running your errands as they do on that side of town. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Recently, Italian politics said men give opportunity to women to bring life. Men give chance to women to give birth. So men decide for abortion. Please, what can be your thoughts? Answer, ma'am. Um, I feel like anything that a man does after he leaves you, it's none of his business, or none of, anything you decide to do after a man leaves you is none of their business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, for example, if a man gets you pregnant, he's not your husband, then he doesn't have a say. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It ain't my husband. You don't tell me what to do. I do what I want. Thank you, CJ Millie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm going to speed dating this weekend. Can you give me your idea on how to approach the situation? Don't go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, if you're gonna go anyway, go like you don't care and you don't even want to be there, and like your friend made you go. Because I can't imagine who would sign up for that, man. I wouldn't want to date nobody that signed up for that. Would you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I'm not signing up. I'm not gonna get along with no man who done signed up to do speed dating. I already know it. Because if he's speed dating, he's speed doing other things. In the bed, in the sack, in and out. Gonna disappear fast too, ma'am. Nope. I'm from the South. We don't do everything fast down here. Take it slow. Okay. So you already know I was gonna say don't go. Yep. You already knew. The only reason I would go is to literally record it and put it on YouTube. Because I'm not really gonna be serious about that. I'm just gonna see how silly these people sound. Okay. You said your friend met Dusty speed dating? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway. And also, y'all don't be asking me no political questions. I don't care nothing about that stuff. Do what y'all do what's best for your pockets. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do what's best for your pockets, ma'am. I'm serious. That's one of the reasons why I don't like doing interviews and talking to people that I don't really know, because people are literally just gonna be like asking you about stuff you don't even know about. I don't know about that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I'm just gonna do what's best for my pockets. Period. Okay. I didn't go to school for any of that stuff. That's not my forte. And that's another thing. Don't talk about politics when you're meeting people. Never talk about politics. Avoid religion and avoid politics. And if you old, avoid talking about if you married or not, or if they're married or not. 'Cause at some point, you probably don't care until it matters. But avoid talking about those big subjects that just cause people to argue back and forth. Okay. It makes me laugh so much how people can like have all these big ideas and talk about politics and talk about religions and talk about this, but they can't talk about getting some money. They can't talk about you giving them some money. They can't ask for no money, but they can ask for you to openly talk about all this kind of stuff that you have, no little opinion of. Ask for some money and see how opinionated they get. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. When they get to a certain age, they don't care if you married or not. I'm trying to tell you. It's like, I don't care. I've seen it all. Been doing it all. Been seeing it all. I don't care. Uh-oh, the nice side of town in your city are well wearing yoga clothes. Okay, that's because they're doing yoga and they're married and they have kids over there and they're going to soccer practice. Is that what you're going there for? Okay. So you're not going to dress like that. You're not going to dress like you're a soccer mom and that you live over there and that you're running errands and going back and forth to the grocery store and picking up your kids. You're not going to dress like that. You're going to dress like you're there running errands and having a self care day or running your errands and not coming from yoga or not coming from the gym. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna dress like you're not got you don't have to pick up your kids in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So dress classy, but don't overdress, you know? You can still be casually classy without being overdressed. Mm, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-mm-mm. I buy my shoes wherever I see cute shoes at. I shop everywhere, y'all. You said go to a millionaire business conference and network. Exactly. Go to your like events or networking events online and see what type of events are in your city and go walk around looking cute. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why does he want to FaceTime and call before going on a date? Because if you met him online, he wants to see if you look like you're supposed to look. So I'm telling y'all, stop meeting people online. Okay. They're all okay. Oh my gosh. I think some of y'all really need like some business or something else to do, man. Nobody cares K-pop world. No one cares, like literally. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How early do you ask a man to pay your bills? Early enough when you know that he likes you and is going to say yes. Okay. Like if you are when you know they're going to say yes, you don't care and you don't fear about asking them for anything. If you have a backup, you don't care either. You're just going to ask when you feel like you're ready to ask. You can ask from the second, third date. You can insinuate it before the first date if you know that they're going to say yes. The whole point is to be confident whenever you suggest, hint, give clues, or ask. Because if they say no, it's no big deal because you can go get it from the other one. Okay. You should always have backup plans. You said online saves money. Yeah, but it also wastes a lot of time, and time is money. Okay. It's easier to meet men that are going to spend money in person. They know what you look like. They don't have to go through all the filters. And if this picture is 10 years old or if it's filtered or whatever, they see what they get and they ready to spend. Okay. And they usually make dates the same day that they meet you or, very soon after. You don't have to play, tag on the phone or all this kind of stuff. Or he doesn't have like five other options that he's swiping on. And, it's kind of like this. Meeting people in person saves you time. And time is money, baby. It's a speed dating event that men have to pay a large fee to be part of, and it's long-term committed relationship. Does that change things? Yes, I will definitely not go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, you desperate, ma'am. Um, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want in the future some man saying you are at a speed dating event and you are so desperate that for commitment from someone, some man, and you had to do this speed dating where men had to pay. If you're that desperate for a commitment, those men already know the game, man. This woman will fall for anything. She's so desperate for commitment. All I have to do is tell her I'm ready to commit, and she's going to give me everything I want, even though I'm not really ready to commit. But she's cute, and I know I can get it fast if I lie. I'm not getting ready to tell anyone I'm ready to commit until they prove themselves to be. Not by no speed date. You got to prove. You ready to pay these bills? Because that's the first question I'm asking in the speed date. So I would not do speed dating if it was to find a commitment, because all you're doing is holding up a giant sign that says, I'm desperate for marriage, and I'll probably fall for the okie doke if you lie to me and say that you're ready to commit to. I'm not getting ready to do any of that. They're not even supposed to know you want them on that level. They have to earn that. You just give it to them like right from the bat. Like, I'm here because I want commitment. No, they got to earn that. So no, I wouldn't go. Unless you're just curious and doing it for fun and not really seeking anything of it. I really wouldn't trust anybody going to those events looking for desperate women. Hey, you're going to move on. Okay. I don't care about that dumb sign. Contradicting, he would never ask when do you want money for your biz. Okay. I'm just gonna tell him what I expect, and he better have it, or I'm gonna go get it from somebody else. Okay, I'm not getting ready to play no games. I'm not getting ready to go tit for tat. Do you have it or not? Because I can go get it elsewhere. I'm not getting ready to play games with no dude, because there's another one. If you're going to go back and forth with somebody who's contradicting, who you can't get money out of, then they're not a provider. They're supposed to like you enough to give you what you need when you need it and how much. Otherwise, you need to have 2 and 3 and getting all the things that you need. Okay? Because we're not getting ready to waste time. If he doesn't have it all and he can't give you what you need, go get it from somewhere else. Okay. Giselle Knight says, if you go, put your Cash App on a t-shirt and may the highest payer win. Giselle Knight, that's a good idea. Sparkle. Yeah, make a joke out of it, because that's what I do. That speed dating, get you a t-shirt with your Cash App on it. See who win. How to be noticed in a large gathering. Look good. Look good and don't care what other people think, and act like you're having the best time ever. Confidence. Oh, most people are attracted to confidence. Oh, Miss Berry. Hold on. Sparkle. Miss Scroll. Got a provider, but kept your job. Now make more than he does. And we're set to marry in August. I feel like I might be Barbara if I marry him anyways. Anyway, girl, you've already surpassed him. You don't even need him. Sparkle. Honestly, okay, so the only way you can marry this man, if he pays all the bills and is a total provider and lets you keep all your money that you make. That's the only way. If he's still going to be the provider man and pay for everything, and you can keep all of your money and do whatever you want to do with your money. That's the only way. If he's trying to make you go 50-50, split bills, if you got to pay for stuff, if you going half on stuff, then I'm not getting ready to marry no 50-50 dude. That's a roommate. So it's up to you, ma'am. And I wouldn't be telling him how much I made. I would downplay it. I would say I have to give money away to my family. He wouldn't know I had it. Whatever. I'm not getting ready to tell him everything or split bills with a grown man who's supposed to be the provider. So if he can say that he's going to pay for everything and be the total provider as a husband, then maybe. But, are you going to make way more money than him in the future? And are you still going to respect him? Are you still going to like him? Is he going to be able to live on the level that you want to live on, et cetera, et cetera? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things you got to think about. And then if you bring kids into the situation, eventually, kids cost a lot of money. Who's going to stay home to watch the kids? Is he going to, stay home and watch the kids? Are you going to put their kids in a nursery? Are you going to quit your job? Are you going to be able to work 9 months pregnant? Is he going to be able to cover the cost of whatever it is y'all are paying in bills? Like, always marry a man who's going to be a total provider. Okay, you don't have a luxury car, but you want to freestyle at the dealership to tell people I'm there for. You can go sit in the service area and say you're with somebody that's in the service area. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you can go to the dealerships part, look around at the cars, and then walk over to the service section and just, sit in the lounge and say, I'm waiting for my mom's car to be done, or my uncle's, my sister's here. Just lie. They don't care. They're not going to be sitting there looking at you crazy. Okay. So me talking about it, shouldn't he take initiative? Yes. If he really likes you, he's going to do what he got to do to impress you. When a man likes you, they're going to make sure that you're happy and doing whatever they can to impress you. If they take you for granted, if they don't like you that much, if they can get another one and you're not that special to them, they're not going to care. And you're going to have to put in more work than you should have. And that's how you know it's not going to be easy and it's not going to really be worth it. So I'm not getting ready to do all that extra work. You said y'all idolizing these are disgusting. Then go to another channel. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What should you do if it's mad and if he's mad and it's your fault? Should you just ignore it? Yeah, ignore it. Should blame it on something else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you don't like the message, leave. There's other videos you can watch, like how to rub your dusty, crusty feet. I'm sure there's a pick Misha out there who's making videos on how to massage a dusty's foot. Why don't you go watch that? After his long day of playing video games on your couch, go ahead. I don't mind. Go learn how to massage a dusty's foot and go put it to good use. Is what you learned. Oh, Laurie, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Shira, not all. She will not block unless you get on her nerve. He said, but Shira, you don't even have a millionaire husband. You don't know what I have. Sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am. Do you think I'd get up here and tell y'all everything? Y'all don't know what I have. Okay. You said wholesaling business. What? Too much, paying too much for Uggs. What you talking about? Okay, James is not a millionaire, but that don't mean I don't have millionaires. Spark. Have had. Okay. And sprinkle. You said chapstick alley. Now, let me tell y'all a secret. Y'all are so one-dimensional. Y'all don't listen to anything I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't listen to nothing I'm telling y'all. Well, some of y'all. A lot of y'all do. That's how y'all get y'all bag. But some of y'all are just so one-dimensional. Explain why men want to be treated like princesses these days. Because there's too many masculine women who are willing to do it. And when they run into one that's not, they want to act upset. And that's not my fault. Mm-hmm. Boop, boop, boop. He said a millionaire broke up with you after an argument. I'm not getting ready to argue with nobody who's giving me money. I'm getting ready to agree with whatever you're saying and do whatever I want anyway. Basically, I'm getting ready to lie and then go do what I want to do anyway. Sure, you even give your number out to someone who can't do all for you financially. Should you even give your number out to someone? If you, okay, it just all depends. If you have several, if this one can do this and this one can do that, then why not? You're not married. You're not going to marry that person. If they can't do everything for you, can they do something for you? Is it enough? Can they do something for? Can they pay your bills? And can they take you shopping? And can they buy you a piece of nice jewelry to add to your collection? I mean, what can they do? This one might be able to do a little bit. This one might be able to do a little bit until you can find someone that can do all of it. Why not? Mm-hmm. So we never do 50-50. Not unless that's your roommate. And you can date other people. If you're dating other people and y'all live in the same house and y'all are going 50-50, that's a roommate. If you sleep with them, that's your problem. It sounds like a roommate situation. You said, oh, Gemini baby said that she has a man for every need. All right, then. You said, why are you bashing Shira? They can bash all they want. I'm not going to tell them all my tea. That's what they really want. I got married 3 years ago listening to Shira. Thank you, Faith Ellie. Sprinkle. At least I'm over here and not in the comments bashing someone. Okay, that's how I look at it. At least I'm up here and don't have to do that. Okay. Mm-hmm. We have our own objective. Get this money. I know that's right. Sprinkle. You said old white men are literally so racist. Then don't get an old white man. Get an old man who's a different race. To be racist too. Y'all, the funniest thing, let me tell y'all a secret. Okay, my mom is older and she knows a lot of people. Her husband is white, my stepdad. She knows a lot of different races, right? And yes, some of them are racist and some of them aren't. But just as racist words can come out of an old white man's mouth, The same type of racist words can come out of an old black woman's mouth. Okay? It is hilarious to see them go back and forth and they still friends. Oh, lifestyle, when you met him, try to play hard to get with your number. Y'all let him talk a good old 30 minutes before he was trying to give me his. Yes, you let them talk a long time. Make them earn it, ma'am. So, yes, like, if they can say it, you can say whatever you want to. Mm-mm-mm. You say your daughter told her dad to sprinkle, sprinkle. She's 7. That's so cute. Okay. Girl, let the trolls troll. That's all they have left. They ain't got no hope, so I will let them have that. Anyway, girl, let them trolls troll. You said the storefront is a bunch of cheap junk. Okay, well, I'm sorry you can't afford it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe you can get a sugar daddy to pay for your cart, or maybe not. What do you expect to be up there? It's Amazon. Stupid. She said the stuff in my Amazon suggestion list storefront is cheap. Ma'am, it's Amazon. What you want it to be? Am I supposed to put stuff people can't afford up there? Then however would you buy things? I swear. What you want up there? Some stuff you can't afford? You want something you can't afford? You want to look up there and get frustrated even more? Okay. Trolls trying to bring down women. The only thing they can afford is therapy. You're not even into this, but just been absurdly triggered. You didn't know how to redirect. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, don't let the haters get to you. They don't have anything left but their hate. Okay. Just let them get it out somehow. They gotta let it out somewhere. Nobody cares about them. Nobody wants to listen to them. So let them get their anger and frustrations out over here. We don't know. Just let them vent, ma'am. We don't know what they've been through today. We don't know what their bank account looking like. We don't know if they got stood up or ghosted by their dusty. We just don't know. You got to let them vent. Let them vent because they don't have anyone. They don't have no one else to talk to. You know, after they dusty dumped them, after they looked at their bank account and they over there punching the air, they got to have an outlet. So let them have it, man. Whoever that is. Mm-hmm. You said that's a male. Well, whatever they identify as, ma'am, whatever. Let them let them vent. Whatever they're identifying as, you know, let them be. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, now they're calling us mentally ill because they're mad. No one cares though. Like just like no one cares in your real life, no one cares over here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, girl on a mission. Had plans to get flued out this weekend, but we spoke on Monday and he said he wanted to explore everything. Meaning, I don't plan on going anymore and haven't told him what do I do when he reaches out. Girl, I would have made plans in that same town if he's going to give you the plane ticket and just go do something else and stand him up. Free, free plane ticket. Call your friend up. If you know somebody that lives over there, just get the plane ticket and go do your own vacation without him, or have somebody else take you or whatever, or stay home and lie and tell him you're on the plane, and then when he's trying to pick you up, he can't because you ain't there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ghost him. I don't know. Either way, you should get something out of it. Okay. What time can I ask for a car? He's rich, rich. Okay, well, if he's rich, rich, he should have several cars. He'll probably let you drive one of his until you're ready to go pick out yours. Okay. Because he might be afraid, you're going to mess his car up or put too many miles on it. So he'd be like, well, maybe we should get you a car. So start off first by asking to borrow one of his cars if he's rich, rich. And then say, oh, I don't like driving it because I'm scared I'm going to wreck it or something. I really like this car, and name a car that's not super expensive. And then he's going to be like, well, no, that car's trash. Let's go look at the nicer cars. And most likely he'll get you a nicer car. But, you got to get to know someone before you ask them to buy a whole car. Mm-hmm. You said you bought a car with your entire savings to find a provider, but now I'm scared what if I fail? You bought it in cash or just use the down payment? I don't know. Then you better not fail, man. You ain't got no choice. Make it work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, so yes, for those of you who are just tuning in, we talked about how to meet a millionaire in the beginning of the video, going to the nice sides of towns, going out on the weekdays in the mornings and the early afternoons, dressing classy / casual during the daytime when you're running your errands on the nice side of town, not feeling intimidated because you're used to being, in that environment, in that area, because you're going to frequent there, a lot. And also, I don't suggest going out with other people. Run your errands alone. Yeah. What if there's no nice side of town? Well, then you better go out of the state, ma'am, or go out of the city until you find one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to wrap this up in the next 10 minutes. So if y'all have a question, and make sure you look like you're, I know that I keep saying the same thing over and over. Tone down a lot of your look if it's too much, don't look like you're going out at night. You know what I'm saying? You said, how do you desensitize yourself to cheating? Well, I think it depends on if you consider whatever you consider cheating is, because some people don't consider certain things cheating and some people do. So it all depends on what your definition of cheating is. All right. I suggest, like, okay, the colors that I suggest that you wear, like if you're going to go run errands and you're not trying to look like you're looking for a man, don't wear anything skin tight. The fastest, easiest way to look pulled together is monochromatic, which means all one color or like two colors at the most. Hold back on the patterns and just look very casual and low, like, I don't want to say low effort, but I want to say like effortless, effortlessly chic. Okay. Even though it might take you a lot of effort to look effortlessly chic, but try to look effortlessly chic. It's a tongue twister. You run your own business and it is doing very well and getting publicity. How can I get him to pay my bills? By not telling him and telling him if he wants to be the man, he's still got to be the provider. Don't matter how much you're making. Okay, Lana, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. It's not about how much you make. Your money is your money, man. Okay. If he's the man, let him be the man. All right. You got to pay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a man will give you money without sleeping with him. It just depends on what type of man it is, where you're meeting them at, how old they are, and all of that. That's why I say you got to find the right target. If you're the type of woman that doesn't want to sleep with this man, then make sure he's old and can't sleep with you. Okay. Sometimes if he's a certain age, they can't even do anything. So all they want is your company, literally, and that's it. And money to spend and someone to talk to. So if you don't want to sleep with these dudes, then find the one that you know can't sleep with nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Yeah. I think we need to put someone in timeout. All right. Let's put them in timeout because they're literally just trying to find attention somewhere. They can't find it anywhere else. Okay. Somebody said switch that Viagra with Advil. Y'all crazy. Okay. Okay. The y'all keep asking about how to get y'all's men to level up. You don't. If they don't level up for you, they don't like you enough. You level up yourself. You level up your standards. And if they don't catch a clue and a hint that they need to do the same and more, then you know they might just level out. Okay. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. If you look good, if you look too good for your man, if you level up too good for your man, he has to level up if he wants to keep you, right? So, for example, however y'all met, let's say you do like a huge like makeover or level up and get yourself looking all extra to where now you look too good for him. What is he supposed to do? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna stay being dusty or whatever he is? Or is he gonna get himself together and start figuring out how to make more money? So he can keep you because he already knows when you step out, other men are going to definitely hit on you with more money. So does he like you enough to step up his game because he has to keep you? Otherwise, if he thinks you're going to tell every man who approaches you because now you look really good, no, 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 then he has a lot of faith in you. Okay. And use that faith as long as you can until you meet the man that can actually give you what you want. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Jenny, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. So A lot of times, sometimes maybe you shouldn't aim, like if y'all are new to this whole sprinkle thing, maybe you shouldn't aim for a millionaire first. Maybe you should practice on somebody who has money, you know, six figures, whatever. And then maybe when you can pull all of those type of guys, then it's easy to pull a millionaire too. It's the same thing as pulling a six-figure man. It's the same thing, except one has more money. It's literally the same thing. Do you know that let me tell y'all the truth. There are men who are six-figure salary who are pickier than millionaires, who are, you know what I'm saying? And then there's millionaires who are stingier than six-figure men. So it's not about how much they earn. It's about how much they're spending on you, how much they're providing for you. So the title of this video, even though it's how to meet a millionaire, it doesn't always mean you're going to end up with one. If one is going to spend on you, they could be very generous or they could be very stingy. You never know. So, but how they say, if you shoot for the moon or aim for the stars, at least you'll land on the moon or something. Shoot for the moon, at least if you miss, you're going to land among the stars. It's kind of like that. You just need to be going for a wealthy provider types. That's literally it. Eventually, you're going to find someone that wants to provide for you, whether they have six figures, seven figures, eight figures. But the point is to get away from the dust. Get away from the excuse makers. Get away from the 50-50s. Okay? The point is to aim high. That's it. One starts by not dealing with anyone who is not successful and financially stable or capable of being a provider. You get away from all those type of men. Do not deal with them. Don't even talk to them. Okay? Hang out on the nice side of town where people that have money are, because that's what you're going to meet. That's literally it. Okay. All right, y'all. I hope this was helpful. And remember, if y'all are looking for the pheromones, they are linked in the description bar with my coupon code, which is Shera. And I'm going to put the link here again. And coupon code is just, all caps, put Shera. Sprinkle, sprinkle. These men are paying, but now they all want to be texting me all day long. I need to keep that text combos going. Just put them on automatic response and have like some create, how you can do your own custom automatic response. Just keep an automatic response going if you don't have time to text these dudes all day. And make sure your Cash App or something is in a few of them. Oh, Anita, sprinkle, sprinkle. You gave him hints about gifts and about repairs. I really need my car. He didn't offer to provide. Should I ask him directly? Yeah. If you don't care if you ever see him again, yes, definitely. If you think he's going to say yes, ask him directly. Don't ever say you're going to pay them back. Don't ask him for a loan. Don't say, can I borrow? Just say, can you help me? I need this, this, and that. And I'm probably not going to be able to pay you back because I have to, help then name some old family members. Okay. But never say borrow or loan because they're going to expect it back if they're dusty. All right. Hey, I'm live. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's all. I told you, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what have you been a homebody for a while? How do you break out of that? By getting some clothes on and going outside. Make it a habit to go every day. Okay. Until you're no longer feeling that way. So every day for maybe 5 days in a row, get out of your house. Go do something fun where you have to actually get dressed. Even if it's just running errands on the nice side of town. Even if it's just going to the grocery store. Get up, get dressed, go to the nice side of town, take a walk, take a drive or whatever. But get out of your house for 5 days in a row. And then after that, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I wonder if there's some more interesting things to do. And then start to look up things to do in your city, events, places you can go, different restaurants, different events, and all that kind of stuff. But just make it a habit to get out of your house every day for 5 days in a row until you want to. Okay. He says your man is a provider, but says hurtful things. What can I do? Girl, you got a mouth. You can't say worse things back. I take it as a challenge. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look, I'm just take it as a challenge, man. See if you can win. Okay. Yeah. Running errands on the rich side of town is where you're gonna find rich men during the weekdays, during the morning and early afternoons. Going to the gym over there, going to the grocery store over there, going to eat lunch over there, going to the pharmacies over there, going to your doctor's appointments over there, going to your car service appointments over there, whatever. Go to the nice side of town where only rich people live, and that's what you're gonna run into during the day on the weekdays, because most of the time they're not gonna be clocked in at work somewhere. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how do you meet millionaires? Watch the beginning of the video. I'm getting ready to leave because I've already said all the good things in the beginning of the video. But honestly, um, y'all just go have fun. And remember, the one thing about anything is to have fun with it. Don't make it so serious. Don't make it such a a scary thing. Just have fun being yourself and having fun and seeing what happens. All you got to do is follow the little formula that I gave you and just have fun. Okay. If you look like you're having fun and you're enjoying your life and you're confident, more people are going to be attracted to you. We're millionaires, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. It doesn't matter. Okay. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whatever you like, whatever you can. Someone says is a young millionaire. Okay. As long as they're paying your bills and you're happy with them. I mean, I wouldn't put all my faith or eggs in one basket for someone super young. But if they're doing what they need to do for now, why not? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said self-proclaimed pick Misha is crazy. Who's a self-proclaimed pick Misha? Oh, you said you're such a pick Misha, but your situationship confused something about me with another girl. Okay, first of all, y'all need to stop using these words. Situationship is not a real thing. It's an agreement that you made out of desperation. Okay, so I don't even count those. And that's why it causes confusion, because if they're not meeting standards, then you're just settling. So really, this is translating into, because my self-esteem was low and someone confused something about me with another girl, what should I do? I guess I should come and ask you for advice because I'm just 18, your channel. Okay. First of all, if you're 18 years old and you're having a situationship, that means you're just being used. Okay. So if you're not getting money, if they're not paying any bills, if you're not reaping any tangible benefits, if you're not getting taken shopping, if you're pumping gas in your own car, don't claim anybody, and just understand that you're literally allowing yourself to be used. If you're not getting anything out of it, you're being used. It's not a situationship. It's, this is what I require. I don't want a commitment. And so I will agree to use you until I don't want you anymore. That's what a situationship is to me. So if you're only 18 and you're just out there having fun, don't call it a situationship. Just say, I'm 18 years old and I'm out there having fun. I don't want a commitment with this dude or this girl or whoever. and I'm 18. Use your age as an excuse to that you're just having fun. Because when people start using these words, it literally takes your value lower because it means, okay, she'll go for a situationship, which means instead of her just saying, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to let you use me and call it a situationship because it's not a commitment. I'm not getting no bills paid. I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. So just say you're out there having fun. Okay, it sounds better on your end. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't like the word situationship because all it means is you didn't have no standards in the beginning, or that you're young and just having fun. It's like if you're young, I'm not holding it against you because you out there trying to see what's what. But after the age of 22, 23, you shouldn't be in no more situationships, man. You should be getting your money. You should be getting bills paid, etc., etc. But situationship mean you agree to let someone use you, but having fun means you don't care whether they call you back or not because you're 18. Okay. Hello, Delilah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Sure. The man that I'm dating gives me hundreds of dollars for rent, but he's starting to ask me what I'll give him in return. Oh, first of all, I'm going to need thousands, not no hundreds. That's number one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My rent, even if it's hundreds, I'm going to lie and say my rent is thousands. So you need to start lying better and getting more money. And that way, when he starts to ask what you're going to give him in return, you can say another bill. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I'm glad you asked. Where's that other bill? Then he'll stop asking, ma'am. Okay. How to approach timid guys without taking, girl, you like a man, like a real man. Ma'am, you don't approach timid guys. Do you want a timid man? Let me ask y'all a question. How do you approach timid guys? Like a masculine man or a masculine woman? Because if you don't want a timid man, why do you even want to approach them? Is your wish in life to have a timid man? Do you want to brag to your friends, girl, my man timid? No, you don't approach a timid man because you don't want one. That's called, and I have to be tough love with y'all because sometimes it don't click. You said timid men are broke. Sometimes you don't want a timid man, but you're so desperate because they might look cute that you want to go and approach them because you are attracted to their looks, but you're not attracted to their lack of masculinity. You know what I mean? And then, so when they start acting like the prize on you and wanting princess treatment, and you're wondering, then you come in here and ask me why all these men want princess treatment because you're treating them like a princess. You're approaching them, you're taking away their masculine role. So if you don't want a timid man, don't approach one and don't even think about approaching one because that means you're a masculine woman and you're looking for a man, and then you can't complain in the future when they want princess treatment. You got you a new man, girl, but he does petty stuff, misunderstood that he wanted to go to the airport. Now he's talking about he wants to get an Uber. He has money. Huh? He wanted you to take him to the airport. How long y'all known about each other? It's your new man. He wanted you to drop him off to the airport, but now he gotta get an Uber. First of all, bam, you're lucky because now in the future he won't ask you to drive him anymore to the airport. Okay. So you just dodged the bullet. It's like, I hate the airport. I'm scared of the airport driveway thing. Just lie, make up some excuse about how you don't like the airport and you hate driving at the airport, and he'll never ask you again. Because who likes driving people to the airport? Not me. Okay. You need your advice. He told me that I didn't take enough care of myself, that I had hair on my face, and he told me that he wanted to be with me despite everything. Should I let him? Yeah, ask him for some money to get some laser hair treatments and tell him how much it costs over time and get your money, man. And then don't even get the laser hair treatments because he said he don't care. Get it and say, oh, that it only got to do it 10 more times. Lie, say you have to do it 10 more times and don't do nothing. Put that cash in your bank account, man. Oh, Eva, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, you saved me. Your philosophy helped me to definitely now connect my power and my femininity. You're more selective on your friendships too now. I thank you warmly. You're sumptuous, gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Miss Eva. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Girl, I would tell that man to pay for some laser hair treatments and stick that money right in my account. Honestly, if he's looking at hair on your face, is it really noticeable? Like, you got a real mustache? Girl, ask for somebody to tell them get it removed then. You don't like mustaches. Um, you said you cussed your provider out today and he likes you more now. Good for you, man. That's how you're supposed to do it. What if you didn't play your cards right? I need to stop beating myself up. Okay, move on to the next one, man. That's why you got to have options and keep options. It's a rotation. Okay. Let me tell y'all a secret. You don't fear losing something when you already have something. So you got to already have something so you don't fear losing something. So get several. How do you act like you don't care wants us to feel bad? Act like it's funny that they think you care. Because really shouldn't. If that man is not your husband, if he's not paying all your bills, if he's not giving you the life that you want and dream of, then why should you care? They're just literally wasting your time and energy by making you feel some type of way. If they're not doing what you need them to do, then why should you care? Think about it like that. Why should you care? Did they get it right? Did they do everything that they're supposed to do? They pay them bills? Do you want for anything? Are you still clocking in? Then who cares? Okay. Does he love you enough to take you off the market and tell you not to work anymore? Then why should you care? Did he put a ring on it? Then why should you care? Is he doing everything you need him to do? Then why should you care? Stop caring because you don't have to, man. That's the reason. How to motivate provider husband to make more without being a barber? By telling him, go get a second job or a higher paying job because it ain't enough. Just tell him straight up. Hurt his feelings a little bit. What he's going to do? Either go do it or listen to you nag a little longer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all too nice. I'm going to tell him. I'm saying enough. Okay. Y'all are married. Y'all said I do. Y'all sleep in the same bed. Y'all had the same address. You can't tell him to go get more. He said, men like a challenge, Sheer says. Exactly. You could do it in a nice way. Like, oh my gosh, I bet you could make so much money if you applied like at a different company that paid more. You should put your resume out there like to all the companies and see, take the highest paying one. You have all this experience now, you could probably do better. So go get the money. Or go get two jobs, work on the weekend. You like doing A, B, C, and D. All you do is sit around the house, play video games anyway. You might as well go do something that's, going to give you money. Okay. He said insult in a sweet way. Exactly. I don't think they appreciate the work you do. Go work for someone who pays you more. Exactly. Sometimes you just got to put the idea in their head, and then they'll thank you when they get a higher paying job. Thanks for telling me to go get a higher paying job. You're welcome. Now give me my money. You said, what would she would do? Huh? I'm the voice of y'all head. Yeah. Y'all are silly. Are country clubs an investment to meet rich men? If that's the type of men you want to meet, it's a good investment. Or you can go to an expensive gym. They're slightly cheaper and have the same type of caliber of men. So just whatever. Like if you don't want to do the country club thing, you could do an expensive, like exclusive gym. Are Marines worth dating? How old are you, man? Okay. I think the comments are gonna help you answer that question. All right. What if you don't want to pay for the membership? They have a trial membership sometimes where they'll let you work out for like 2 or 3 days for free to see if you want to join. So see about getting a trial membership and just go to different nice gyms and do trial memberships. And maybe you'll meet somebody doing that, or you get your credit card that you can cancel the charges on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And just say, I don't want a membership anymore after a month, after you meet one, and then end it. He old and has a pension and he won't clock in. He won't want to clock in. Okay. He old and has a pension. He won't want to clock in. I don't know what that means. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then if he has money, then spend it, ma'am. Hmm. You said the man isn't rich but works 2 jobs to provide for me while I stay home and take care of the baby. Should I leave him? If you do leave him, where are you going and who's paying for it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, do you have a stash? Do you have another man on the side? Do you have a sugar daddy? Because what you leaving to? No man that's not paying for anything? I don't know. Depends on what you got out there, ma'am. You said, why would you want to leave a provider? Exactly. I think that's like a troll question. Leave if you have a better option, ma'am. I don't know what to tell you. If that's what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Somebody said look into gym pass. Mm-hmm. You want to be a housewife because you're tired of working. Well, then marry somebody that can provide, man. And you won't have to work no more. You said, because he can afford to take care of me, but I want luxury. Then why did you end up? Then why'd you date him in the first place, ma'am? If you wanted luxury, this is the first thought that needs to enter your mind before you start dating anybody. Can he provide luxury? the answer is no, then you don't date them. If you already dating him, got married to him, had a baby by him, sitting at home while he's working 2 jobs, and now you decide it's time that you want luxury when you already agreed to struggle. I don't know. I'm not agreeing to any of that before I agree to luxury. If you don't have the luxury, then we can't be together. That's just it. So, it's easy to get caught up and say, okay, well, I want a luxurious life now, even though I agreed to struggle with you. That the only reason that man is with you is because you agreed to his salary and his struggle. So um, my opinion is, if you agreed to in the beginning, that's what you settled for. That's what you wanted. And now that you don't want that anymore, you have to level up to where he thinks you're too good for him now, and he'll try to earn more money to keep you. That's the only way that he might do better, is if you level up past his league and can go do better. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Let's see. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you met your man at a luxury dog park in Manhattan. Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Luxury dog park. Someone says, don't move a man in, please. He's going to benefit from that more than you. Yeah. If y'all are going to live together, y'all need to go find a whole nother place to live that he's going to pay for, that you both pick out. You know what I'm saying? Don't move him into your house. That's the most pick-me-ish thing you can do. Because what's going to happen is, when y'all start arguing, you're going to say, this is my house. You're going to kick him out. He's going to go cheat with his ex or his baby mama. And then he's going to come crawling back, and you're going to take him back into your house after he been cheating on you because you done pulled rank, because he wasn't man enough to go out there and sign a rent or get a mortgage or whatever. So that's all you're going to get in the cycle of doing. And then you're going to be mad because he's not calling or texting you because it's your house, because he doesn't feel masculine in your house, because you're pygmisha by letting him move in. You see? So you never let a man move in. You move out and y'all go get a place together where he pays all the bills. And you're on the paperwork saying that you live there legally. You don't move a grown man into your house. It's very pygmisha-ish. And as soon as y'all start arguing and you kick him out because it's your house, he's going straight to the next chick. And when he come back, that next chick could be pregnant because it's your house. Because you didn't make him man up and go sign a lease somewhere, and y'all both move into a new house or a new apartment or a new townhome or condo together. You see what I'm saying? So think about it. Don't do it. How many pygmishas have done that? Moved a dusty in or moved a man in their house who paid a few bills or no bills or half the bills, and then you get mad and want to pull your rank and kick him out for a few days, or he leaves because it's your house, and he can leave because it's your house, and gone to the next chick. You don't want to do that. Uh-oh, Deja. Sure, your friend says you have a pretty girl curse. They think I'm too attractive. I'm 29 and they're usually rich, but they never last. I always feel used. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So, if you're too pretty, you got to tone yourself down a little bit. in order to keep them. Okay, because they could be so afraid that you're gonna just find another one and another one, and another guy's gonna approach you when you leave because you're so beautiful that they can't take you seriously because they're so insecure and afraid that they're gonna lose you to another man. So you need to tone yourself down just a little bit in order to keep them. Okay. Because, when you get dolled up every day and look pretty every day, that's a good thing and it's good for your self-esteem. But when you get someone and they're paying and they got a lot of money and you think that you're using it, you got to show them a little bit of substance and staying power. Okay. A little substance and staying power. You got to show little flaws here and there because people don't want to be with perfect people. You got to show them a few flaws. Okay. Choose you first. Stay leveled up. Exactly. Stay leveled up, but you got to show guys a few flaws, even if they're fake flaws. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're perfect and you're too pretty, just make up some fake flaws and, like, look a little less leveled up 1 or 2 days in front of them. That way they can feel like they can relax around you and that, you're real or whatever. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you disagree about toning it down. Well, see, sometimes, like, I understand that because, like, sometimes if you look too good, the man can't bring you around all his friends because his friends gonna be all over you or thinking dirty thoughts about you. That's why a lot of rich men don't get ultra beautiful women or women that are too leveled up. That's for those type of guys that just want to show you off temporarily. If you're just arm candy, you're just arm candy. So if you're too pretty, if you're like model-esque, you're for those guys that like to show you off. And then when they're done, they call the next chick. So you have to have a little bit of wiggle room to where you can look a little bit less polished some days. You can still look classy, but in a very, like, classy way, not toning down to where you look like who did it why. But you could tone it down a little bit, and then when you go out with your friends or you want to go out and look extra, you can still put it back on. But in order to keep them, you can't look like the arm candy for the week. You know what I'm saying? If you look too good, they're just going to see you as the arm candy of the week. That's it. You said think old money. Yes. Get your old money look together and you might keep them longer. Okay. You said Elwoods minus the pink. Just think old money chic and you'll keep them longer. There you go. You said think generational wealth. Yeah. And also, okay, let me tell y'all something. When you're pretty and you have wealth or you're rich, you don't always have to look like you're trying so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put on a nice piece of jewelry, a cute, like, chic shirt, and like a pair or a skirt or a pair of like cute slacks or shorts or whatever, depending on what time of year it is, and a cute pair of sandals, and just be highly fashionable, highly classy, and still pretty. You don't have to do all that extra. You don't got to have bodycon dresses. You don't have to have on heels like every single day of your life. Especially if you're trying to get into a relationship and get a man comfortable with you. That's just for, the dates that y'all are going on when you're all at first meeting and he's trying to impress you. But after a while, it's not like they want a person that's always just an arm candy piece. So you got to make sure you're understanding that. Mm-hmm. You said you ugh, I hate that I dress classy. What? Do you have to be pencil thin? No. I guess it depends on where you live though. This depends on where you live and what people expect to see on certain people's arms, how old they are, it all is like depends on everything. Like for example, I'm not pencil thin and I can still pull. So who can I don't think you gotta be pencil thin. Uh-huh. All right, y'all. Well, good good luck out there. Y'all have fun, be safe. Take them giant eyelashes off and have fun. Hmm. All right, all right. Okay, think about this. Let me give y'all a good example. How would you look if they asked you to go sailing? Okay, we're going out on the sailboat today. What are you wearing? How would you look if they asked you to go to the country club with them today or to one of their conferences? What are you wearing? Conversations to have with successful men. Let them talk about themselves and gain information from them and ask them questions about what they just said. That's literally all you got to do. It's too easy. Okay. You said what do I think about colorism? It doesn't exist in interracial relationships. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said in those baby hairs. Take them baby hairs off. Them helicopter wings. The eyelashes. Yes. Okay, so what would you wear to the country club? To the conference and to go sailing. Put that stuff in your wardrobe. There you go. You said don't start the color. Interracial relationships don't care about that. That's more okay. Yes. The country club full of cowboys drinking beer. What? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said really stop caring about these topics coming from victim mindset. Yes. Go where men like you. Go where you're appreciated. Stop looking for stuff to play victim in. Go where you're appreciated. That's the best thing I can tell you. All right. Y'all be safe out there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm getting ready to go binge watch the rest of the Bridgerton season, and I will see y'all later. Y'all, thank you everyone who donated. I appreciate you. Thank y'all everybody who sent cash apps. I didn't even check. I don't know. But I appreciate y'all. If y'all are new, thanks for subscribing. And also follow me on Instagram, SheRaSeven. All the things that I talked about, most of them are in the description bar and linked. And you can get the pheromones, and you can use my coupon code Shira for the Ho cosmetics. And they work. And have fun out there. Remember, go out during the weekdays early. Get you some business on the other side of town where there's money. Run your errands over there, and y'all have fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And y'all let me know in the comments when y'all meet one. Every time it don't matter. Y'all can let me know in the comments. Oh, girl, I met me a man with money. Y'all always do it anyway. But it's nice for other women to see and, give them confidence that they can go and do the same. So see y'all later.